books of the partners where they are getting dissolved, the firm is getting dissolved, and we have seen these steps. We have seen how to do the ledger posting, how it is to be done is over here. Correct, na? This is the last time when we met and talked about the dissolution of the firm and basic example. This is the basic example. This is the ledger presentation, and this is the steps as to how the questions will go. Correct? On the basis of the steps only, the entries are formed. So if the steps are understood, आगे का चीज़ very easy. So what are we here today is to talk about the journal entries. Let's take a fresh page यहाँ पे. And then afterwards we'll take one asset or a liability का part, and then try to understand that what can be the possibility and figure it out everything about it. Once that is done, we can directly jump to the questions. If that is understood, the questions will be very easy for you. Correct, madam? Correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. The very first thing, very first part, first things first, basics. Journal. Chalo, tell me one thing, na sir. How many accounts are there? Personal, nominal and real. Correct? And can you tell me the rules of it? Debit the receiver.
Credit the giver. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Debit all expenses. Gains as income.
Correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
This is the basics. Now, you need to realize, you need to understand that we have an account that is realization account, and this realization account is what? Your nominal account. Correct?
Yes.
So here the motive is to find out either the profit or the loss of that particular business. Perfect?
Yes, sir.
Here assets will be recorded, liability will be recorded. At the end of the day, when you close that realization account, you will be getting a profit or a loss amount. Okay? People say it is an real account also because all the assets have been transferred. I say it's a nominal account. So does our book. The next account that we are going to prepare is your partner's capital account. It is needless for me to tell you. It is a
Personal account.
It's a person account. It's a natural person, partners. And the third one that we are going to prepare is your cash account or bank account. Either of these two. It's a real account. It's an asset.
Yes, sir.
Cash is an asset. A real account. So, debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Perfect, na? Whenever the amount is received, you're going to debit it. And whenever you're making the payment, amount is going out, you're going to credit it. If you say bank account is a personal account, so that also the funda is the same, right? Bank is a receiver of money, debit. Bank is a giver of money, credit. Simple logic. Pakka?
Yes, sir.
Okay, too good. Now, we'll take steps one by one and try to solve the journal entries. We'll understand the journal entries today. If that is done, na, see, the whole chapter is done, basically. Because we're taking care of each and everything. The very first step is to transfer from the balance sheet. Correct? TRF, transfer. Transfer of assets to realization account. Now, you do know that asset is having a debit balance.
Yes, sir.
If an asset is having a debit balance, so if it is posted into any other account, so that account will be also debited. So it is posted to realization account. It goes in the realization account on the debit side. So realization account will be debited over here. So the entry becomes realization account, debit, to that respective
Asset account.
asset account. Correct?
Yes, sir.
It's very easy. Okay. The second one, in the assets only, there is transfer of losses. That's it. That is posted to what? Partner's capital account. If there is a loss in the business, who has to bear it? The partners. So you do know that asset is having a debit balance, so does the loss. That's why this loss is been shown in the a balance sheet on the asset side. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
When you are dissolving the firm, the assets will be transferred to the partner's capital account. So if there is any loss, it will be shown in the balance sheet on the asset side. Pakka?
Yes, sir.
By what name? They can say profit and loss account or any other name. You have to pick it from the balance sheet and divide it between the partner's capital. Chalo. Now, when you're dividing the asset, or not the asset, basically the loss, the distributing the loss, can I say the partner's capital balance is going to go down? Whenever there is a loss, the capital balance of the partner goes down. So we'll have to debit the partner's capital account. So here the entry would be partner's 1 capital account, partner 2 capital account, to that asset account.
Yes, sir.
Now you're dividing the loss. So if there are 2 partners, so you'll divide it proportionately. If there are 3 partners, so in that same manner. But the entry would be partner's capital account debit to the asset account. Are you very clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Then you also have in the balance sheet cash and bank balance. Transfer cash or bank balance. The common sense is you're going to transfer it to the cash and bank account only. So this is not a separate account. Like you're not transferring any asset to some other account. This is just transferring that asset account into their own account. So this is basically your opening balance. And we do not have an entry for opening balance. This has been taught in your 11th standard. So opening balance ka there is no entry. So यहाँ पे when you transfer the cash account to cash account, there is no entry. Transferring the bank account to bank account, there is no entry. This is what? An opening balance. Opening balance. So there is
No entry.
Pakka?
Yes, sir.
The second one na bache is transfer of liability side. Correct? Hai?
Yes, sir.
Let's first talk about the other liabilities which is transferred to the realization account. So, let's write in this way. Liability to realization account. Now, we just have to do the opposite of what we did in the assets.
Liability realization account.
Very good, sir. Because we write the liabilities in the realization account on the credit side. That's why. So here the entry would be liability bouncer
No, sir.
to realization account. Acha, if there is a liability, if there is a loss on the asset side, there has to be profits on the liability side,
Yes, sir.
because liability is also having a credit balance, so does the profits. So the next one that we have is transfer of profits. Pakka? Acha, have a look at this. When you give the profits, so you credit the partners. When you give the loss, you debit the partners, as we did over here. So for the loss, the entry is partners capital account debit to asset. So for the profits, it has to be the ulta. That is profits account debit to what?
Partner's capital.
Partners capital, partner 1 capital account. थोड़ा शॉर्टकट लिख रहा हूँ मैं. So partners 2 capital account. Do you understand this? Also, you would be transferring the capital balance.
No entry.
Very good. To the capital account. So this is again the opening balance. So there is no need for you to pass an entry. So your first and second step is done. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Actually, this is the posting from the balance sheet. Whenever you have a table and you are posting from that table, each and every item will have only one effect. So यहाँ पे भी जो बैलेंस शीट में से पोस्ट करता था, we had only one effect while we are doing the posting from the balance sheet in the ledger accounts. But here we have a journal entry, so we'll have to pass two. We have to give two effects, one debit and one credit. So यहाँ पे दो आ गया. Adjustments again. When we are doing the ledger posting, we'll have two effects. But here again entry है तो दो debit and credit तो आने ही हैं. बचे बाउंसर.
True, sir.
I have divided this adjustment into only 4 parts, and that's it. इसके अलावा कुछ भी नहीं है. So it becomes very easy. It's just that you have to crack what they are trying to say in that adjustment. Once you understand that language, pass the entry, done with it. Let's start. The very first one, they would say asset is realized or asset is sold. Chalo, tell me, when the asset is been sold. देखो मेरा सीरी बहुत बोलता है. My asset is realized or my asset is sold. If I'm selling off my asset, can I say cash is coming in? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So cash in bank account will be debited, and my asset is going out, but I have transferred the asset to what account?
Realization account.
So it will be to realization account. नहीं समझा?
समझा.
क्या है इसका एंट्री? When you are
Account to realization account.
perfect. Cash account debit to realization account. पक्का? The second part. बच्चे बहुत easy है ये वाला. Second part तो बहुत easy है. Just help me out with this. If you have a liability, or an expense, paid by the firm, chalo, tell me what could be the entry for this?
Realization account to form account.
हैं? To what? Cash and bank account?
Partner's capital account.
No na beta, cash bank na. You are paying. Who is paying? The firm is paying. Have I said the partner is paying?
No.
Pakka? That's why realization account debit. That is correct. To cash and bank account. Definitely, the payment is made by the partner only, but they are not paying out of their pockets. They are paying out of the firm's pocket. So firm ने पैसा दिया. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Too good. Now, this is a beautiful one. Huh? ये आपको बहुत मज़ा आएगा ये वाला करने के बाद में. What if I tell you that the asset is taken over by partner? Correct? Now, you and me are doing a business. We have two ACs. We are dissolving the firm and the AC is quite good, in a good condition. So you took one AC, I took one AC. Perfect? Can I say it's a drawings?
Yes, sir.
If it is a drawings, so it has to be debited. What is to be debited? The partner's capital account. And we are taking the assets out of the business. No? So one effect is very easy for us to remember, that is partners
Capital account.
is debited. And the realization account is credited because asset is going out of the business. नहीं समझा?
Similar.
पक्का?
Yes, sir.
Too good. The fourth adjustment. What if the liability or any expense is been paid but not from the firm's pocket but by the partner? Who is paying?
Realization to partners capital.
Jabardast yaar. So here the entry would be realization account debit. No, see, अभी हम लोग आलसी हो गए. Realization account debit and partners capital account credit.
Yes, sir.
If A and B are the partners, A is paying. So realization account debit to A's account. If A and B are the partners and B is paying, so it will be realization account debit to B's capital account. That's it. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
कोई problem?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Now, these are the only entries that we have. इसके अलावा कोई entry नहीं है. ठीक है? And also we have some cases that we have to do. Once that case is done, it's easy. Now, you're going to close the books of accounts. The fourth step. Settle accounts. Very easy, huh? सबसे पहले you're going to close the realization account. There are only 3 accounts, right? One is realization account,
Partners capital and cash.
the cash bank. The very first account we are going to close is the realization account, and we are going to get the profits or losses from this account, right?
Yes, sir.
So whatever the profits are, it's going to the partner's capital. If there is a loss, it is going to the partner's capital account. So when you close the realization account, it is going and sitting in what account? Partner's capital. So if you have a balancing figure on the debit side, circle on the debit side, it is posted on the credit side, right?
Yes, sir.
If you have a circle on the credit side, you post it in the
Debit side.
नहीं समझो.
Sometimes.
Credit. So the realization account is done. Now you're going to close what account?
Partners capital account.
Perfect. PCAP, partners capital account. It is transferred to what account?
Cash bank account.
And this is the final settlement. This is where the accounts are settled, like closed. So your cash account must tally over here. That you need to remember. If you have a balancing figure on the debit side, it will be posted on the credit side. If your balancing figure on the credit side, it will be posted to the
Debit side.
debit side. Correct?
Yes, sir.
This is the partners withdrawing the amount. And if the partner has to bring some amount, so he will be credited. And the last one, the cash account must tally. Do you understand this, sir?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, any problem in this?
No, sir.
Too good. So this is your journal entries. Let me write it over here. Journal entries for dissolution of partnership. ज़्यादा बड़ा हो गया नहीं है, छोटी छोटी हो जाए.